You've probably told yourself that making a living with photography is just too hard. There's too much competition. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's cheap. Everybody. But here's what all of that competition actually proves. There will always be people who want photography. Nobody complains about too much competition for some bizarre product that nobody wants. Competition means people are spending their money, and that's a good thing. So when a photographer tells me I could never actually make a living at this, the real reason is almost never one they name. They'll say they're not good enough. They'll say they're not advanced enough, too old, too young, in the wrong size town, and usually it's none of that. Every one of those is the reason they think they can't, but they can. Making a living is a skill you can learn, and most photographers have just never had the confidence to go learn it. By the way, I'm Sarah Petty. I've been a portrait photographer for 28 years, and I've sold over $3 million worth of photography. Now I help portrait photographers build a boutique business where they're selling wall arts and albums instead of digital files and not giving up their family life to do it. Now, in this video, I'm gonna show you how much easier it is to make a living at photography than you think, how few clients it really takes, why it feels so much harder than it is, and the mindset shift that makes it finally click. Let's start with the math, because it's going to completely change how you view making a living from photography. Take your average sale, because if you're selling digital files, you might be offering a certain number for, let's say, $200. No wonder you think it's hard to make a living from photography. At $200 a sale, replacing, let's say, $100,000 a year salary, that takes 500 clients a year. That's about 10 clients every week, and then all the editing and retouching that you're doing. I like to start my students with a goal of a $1,000 average. That's because we teach them a different way. We call it the boutique portrait model. And this is where they learn to sell printed wall portraits and albums and books instead of just digital files. And it's not uncommon for their average order to realistically go up to $1,500, $2,000 and higher pretty quickly. But now let's divide that same $100,000 salary by $2,000. That's only 50 clients a year. And one good client a week, and you're at a six-figure income. Now, what do you actually need in place to charge real money? It's a lot less than you think. First, you need about 10 great images to put on your portfolio on a very simple website. Same thing on Instagram. Then you need products to sell, printed products. And you need super simple equipment, like a good high quality camera that can print large photographs. And you need a ProLab. That's the list. Everything else can come together so quickly and so easily. So the barrier was never 500 clients or a studio stuffed with gear. It's one client a week and a short list of essentials. So if the math is that simple, why does making a living feel so exhausting? Because most photographers pour their energy into work that nobody is paying for. And the biggest culprit, you know what it is? It's editing. I see so many photographers. They're spending hours retouching and editing images no client has ordered. And they didn't order because they're being given away for an original low price. I've seen photographers retouch 900 images from a single session, and I'm not talking about a wedding. No. Instead, the best thing you can do to serve your clients is narrow the images down. Show the client 25 to 35 of your best images, and then sit down with them and hold their hand and show them the recommendations that you have. Like, oh, I see this one over the mantle, or I see this one in your front foyer. This is how we serve the client, by helping them. And believe me, it serves the client so much more than just giving hundreds of digital files. Then with the boutique model, when they place their order and hand you money, that's when you retouch the ones they bought. Listen, underneath all that busy work is the real problem. You might be trying this, trying that, piling up head trash, and never following an actual system. This is the core of what I teach every day inside the Photography Business Institute. It's the difference between spinning your wheels and actually getting paid with way less work. Now, you might be watching this and you might have a full-time job, or you might be a stay-at-home parent with little kids around, thinking, there's no way right now I have time to spend more of it with my clients or to even crush this high-touch model. But I want to flip that for you because I think this is the best time. When you have another job and you have kids at home, you're constantly leaving your house and interacting with other people. That makes marketing and finding leads so much easier because people around you are exactly who you can serve. The key is to follow a proven system that helps you make good money in less time. I get asked a lot about time, so let's talk about how little time are we actually talking? Remember a minute ago, we did math on one client a week. That's a 6-figure year. Now, getting there, of course, takes more than an hour a week. But if you could put in 10 to 20 hours a week, you should be able to make some really good income. Seriously, over the years, we have done the math with multiple digital file photographers versus a boutique photographer and how much time they're both spending with their clients, one retouching all night and one meeting with the client and holding their hand. And it usually is about the same, or surprisingly, the boutique model photographers are spending less time for 10x bigger orders. That's how you make more money, not by getting more digital file clients. I have students like Andy and Danielle Neer. They're in the middle of Missouri. They homeschool their kids. He was working odd jobs to help supplement as he was learning how to build his photography business. He quickly got to 6 figures and is able to spend way more time at home. They didn't quit their life to learn how to build this. They built it inside their life. By the way, if making a living still feels harder than it should, that's often the one thing that's quietly holding you back. And it's nearly impossible to spot from inside your own business, kind of like trying to read the label from inside the bottle. That's exactly what my coaches find for you. If you would like to book a free Profit Path assessment call with them, you will walk away with one clear next step in your business to get you unstuck. I'm going to stick the link in the description below. So take 5 minutes and go get a quick call on your calendar because you're here watching this because you have a bigger dream, my friend. None of this works without clients though, right? So let's talk about where your first right fit boutique worthy clients actually come from. And I want you to know they're closer than you think. For me, my clients, when I started, there wasn't really the internet or social media for sure. They came from referrals. People saw my work because I was printing proofs for them and they told other people. That first year, they were showing everyone their stack of proofs. You have that ability today. It's called social media. That's exactly why Instagram matters so much. So get on Instagram, my friends, and use it to connect, not to be salesy by offering mini sessions or discounts, but by using it to get referrals and identify problems that people are having so you can privately reach out. Here's what I'm talking about, and this is how you get booked where it doesn't cost anything for you. Solve a problem. When you see someone with a need you can actually solve, that's when you privately reach out. You don't post in a group or on Facebook or Instagram publicly. Maybe they're saying they need a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. Maybe they got a new puppy. Maybe their little one is about to lose their baby teeth. These are all portrait opportunities that they have a need that they're probably not even seeing because they're busy living life. This is when it's a perfect time for you to pick up the phone, send a message, and tell them you have an idea for them. My friend, you don't need to discount or do mini sessions or give your work away. You're a working photographer, so all you need to do is be in the room and solve problems. Which brings us to why this actually feels hard. It's not your market, it's the story that you're telling yourself in your head. Listen to how differently two photographers can think. A struggling photographer lives in their head with all the reasons they can't. A thriving photographer says, somebody else has already figured this out, which means I can too. And I'm going to keep going until I find the right answer. That's the whole shift. I know some of you are convinced your town is too small or too poor to support you. Let me be straight with you. If you live in a town of 200 people, that's 300 miles from a city, yes, you're gonna struggle, but that's about 1% of photographers. For everyone else, look around. Is there a restaurant in your town? A car dealership? Is there somebody paying a service to mow other people's yards? Then listen, there are people who have money to pay you. The best part is what happens when it works. And most students don't believe it at first. They follow the system, they land a big order, several $1,000s often, and they're sure it's a fluke, an accident, I got lucky. And so often it takes them doing it a couple more times before it hits them. Wait, I actually am good enough to do this. I actually did do this. I wasn't just lucky, because they were following a system. Listen, if you want help seeing exactly what to change, book a quick free call with my team and get your own profit path assessment. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.